Welcome, educators, school leaders, teachers, and friends. Today we will be discussing and learning about how to enact emotionally intelligent leadership. What can you tell me about EQ, popularly known as and increasingly more vital in today's world, emotional intelligence? Is one better than the other? EQ versus IQ? Well, let's find out. With an increasingly interconnected and diverse world, emotional intelligence is proving to be vital for school leaders. Now, to be clear, emotional intelligence does not solely consist of expressing feelings and being nice. It is more than that. Emotional intelligence is about data mining one's feelings and those around them, synthesizing that data, and making sound, data driven decisions. How can you know what other people are feeling, you might ask? Dr. Albert Moravian's research at UCLA, the team found that only 7% of the emotional content of communication comes in words. The rest is tone, body language, and expression. In other words, we can detect other people's feelings through nonverbal communication, silent messaging, and implicit communication. Humans have a natural danger radar, evolutionarily developed with the purpose of detecting malice and danger around us. We can easily detect when someone is upset, angry, or anguished. We are hardwired to do so. The best leaders are constantly absorbing that silent messaging, synthesizing the emotional data, and using it as a guide to respond appropriately and emotionally intelligently. Now, let's hear how teachers and school leaders understand and experience emotionally intelligent leadership.
Hi, I'm Cameron Netlin. I work at the Academy of Math and Science, Desert Sky in Maryvale, and I teach fifth grade ELA and social studies.
How does your school principal enact emotionally intelligent leadership?
I have a principal who's worked really hard to establish staff community and relationships between the staff, along with a culture of error and a culture of like innovation and experience. So she holds everyone to high expectations while also praising, using a lot of positive reinforcement for whenever we reach goals or do things like autonomously as leaders. She usually likes to stay out of people's business, but also like on the sideline, like let us know that she's there if we ever need her. And like, so she's not invasive, but she's a present leader. She uses a lot of positivity and also just praise to keep people happy and keep people in love with the work.
Awesome. Yeah, Adam Morales. I'm the principal at a charter school in Arizona called Victory Collegiate Academy, K through 8. Emotional intelligence is important to me. Our reason why is that you are engaging with emotions on a different level. You, as a teacher for all your kids, as a school leader for all your teachers and their students and the families, and especially if you're working, like a high needs area, like a Title I school or low income community, you have to be great at managing your emotion, navigating emotions of others, because they're at play all the time. A lot of teachers transition out because of burnout and because of stress and because of anxiety, because there's so many demands that are put on teachers. That there's things that I do personally and there's systems that I set up for my staff. Personally, I find ways that I process my emotions by journaling, by like modeling conversations with people, taking care of myself, and just giving myself those processes by just always reflecting for my staff. Well, number one, we have designated time each week for all staff to process and navigate different emotions to like build that intelligence and that resilience through the one-on-one coaching. So we practice the art of coaching by Lynn Aguilar. I think we have to meet teachers and school leaders and people where they're at. The people who can navigate their emotions and navigate their emotions around others, with others, for others. Those are the leaders that I think are just a lot more successful and see the results.
For aspiring school leaders, it is important to understand that leaders manage emotions at three levels: individual, relational, and organizational. The emotions and interactions at each of these levels can vary greatly, and it is important for leaders to be fluent and strong in all three realms to have organizational success. Positive outcomes have been achieved when emotional intelligence training and culture has been enacted. Self awareness, self reflection, self regulation need to be mastered before you can be an emotionally intelligent leader. I hope you have learned about emotional intelligence and will apply what I have shared with you to help you become an emotionally intelligent school leader. Thank you for tuning in.